Welcome to part 4. Here we're gonna style the details screen. So let's get into it. So to remind you, this is the screen that we're gonna go after. We're gonna have a blue image or just a blue background with a circular image and a white border around that, the name, and then some information about that person. So the way we're going to set this up, I will show you a quick drawing. So here we have the screen. Inside the screen, we're going to have one view, and we're going to have another view. The top view is going to have one more view, and this is going to be that sky blue view. Then we're going to have another view that's going to overlap the top view, where we're going to have the image and we're going to have the name. On the bottom portion, we're going to have two. So we're going to have the main view and we have a view inside, and that view is going to have two text fields. So that's how that's going to look like. Alright, let's get over here. So let's first change details to be our first screen. Alright, now let's go to contact details. Let's start importing things. So we need a view. So let's put a view here. You're supposed to be able to click RR and refresh this, but for some reason it's not doing it. The other thing we want to do with the image wrapper is we want to margin top by negative. Let's do negative 75. See what that looks like. Okay, let's do negative 100. Okay. Yeah, I think I like this. Now let's work on the name. So font size, let's make this like 40. And color, let's make this gray. Let's go and add this, the style to name. Styles.name. Alright, I think I like this. One other thing I'm going to do is inside the image wrapper, I'm going to add a margin bottom of 10. We just want to give it a little bit of separation. I think the top might be a little too big, so let's work on the image width and height. Margin top set of that, let's make it 75. Okay, and let's make this 100. Okay, I think I like this. Now we have the name, so we have first and last. Kind of see what the first and last name look like. Okay, so now we have to focus our attention on the bottom piece. These two views don't really need to be styled because they're just top and bottom. They're going to take up as much space as they can. The top one's going to take up as much space, not as much space as they can. The top one's going to take up only the space it needs, and the bottom's going to do the same. So they're both going to take only the space they need. We are going to style the view that's going to have the metadata and the data. So let's name this styles.metadata wrapper. And let's add a metadata wrapper. So with this, we're going to do a flex direction of row. So we're going to basically say that our text, everything inside is going to go left and right. There goes metadata. This is going to have a style of data and styles of detail. Okay, let's add metadata and detail data. So metadata, we're going to do a font weight of 600, font size of 15. Detail, we're going to have a font size of 15 as well. Let's do a width of 50. 50. Okay, let's do a width of 120. See what that looks like. I think I like that. And then text align right. Okay, I like that. So right here we're going to do a margin right of 5. Oh. So now our metadata, then our data. What we're going to do is let's copy this, because this one's going to be in here multiple times. So now let's see what that looks like. I think I want my metadata wrapper to have a margin bottom of 10. Yeah, I like this. Okay. One more thing we're going to do is we're going to go back to contact home. We are going to add in a native touchable native feedback. So what that's going to do is that's going to make our let's first go ahead back to the app and put the screen right there. That's going to make each one of these a clickable button. So now let's touch native feedback. Let's put them. The native feedback is for Android. So now it does this cool little thing how Android does with the cascading or fading button click. So now let's make an on press. This on press is just going to it's just going to be this dot props dot navigate, and we're going to navigate to details. Before we can hook this up, so this dot on press, we're gonna, so this won't work right now because it's not bound. So what we got to do is go into the constructor, and this dot on press equals this dot on press dot bind. Yes. I like this way of binding elements. I just like it better. You can also write this dot bind here, but I feel like if they're all in the constructor, you can easily see which function you have on the page. Okay, so now let's test this out. So here we go. So when we click, we're going to end up into the details screen, and we get to go back. So back and forth. So thank you for watching part 4. On part 5, we're going to actually hook up the API, and we're going to display all the data. Thank you.